Good morning, students. This is the third video of the chapter Nazism and the Rise of Hitler. And here in this video, we are going to discuss the subtopic political radicalism and the economic crisis. So we'll discuss this particular topic and we'll try to connect these terms with the Germany and to the rest of the world. We already discussed that in Germany much problem was there and Germany was not claimed, it was targeted as the instigator of World War I. And every country that got victory in that war, it targeted Germany. And monarchy ended in Germany, and after that Weimar Republic came out as a new government in Germany. So we have seen that how the Weimar Republic came and how it signed a Treaty of Versailles. And that was basically the peaceful treaty, but it was considered very shameful treaty by the German people. So we already discussed why the problem occurred, why the problem started after this treaty. So we saw that through this treaty, Germany lost most of its resources as well as its population. And thereafter lost its territory also. So here we discussed that how the Weimar Republic came and how it filled the gap that was created after the fall of monarchy in Germany. Now we try to understand that when the Weimar Republic was trying to get power in Germany, what was the political situation in the Germany? So we need to understand here that one group was there, that was the Spartan group in Germany, and that was associated with the socialist ideology, the very ideology that became very popular in Russia. So basically Spartan groups, they were trying to control the power in Germany and they were more associated with the socialism that became much popular in Russia. And other groups also came out, like radicals were there, Democrats were there. So they were also trying to get the power, and some of the other groups started uprising or started revolt against the Weimar Republic, because Weimar Republic now was the most important or most, you can say, powerful body at the time. So this is why most of the other groups, they decided to start revolution against the Weimar Republic. But Weimar Republic took the help of free corps, that was basically the police forces or armed forces, and by taking the help of free corps, finally the uprising was crushed down. It was completely crushed by the Weimar Republic. So here Weimar Republic came out, or it became victorious, So with the help of free corps, we need to understand here. So far what we discussed here that how the Weimar Republic, it controlled the Germany, and as there were no option, it had to sign Treaty of Versailles. And we also saw here that it almost defeated all the opponents, and it became victorious, and it emerged as the single powerful body in Germany. Now we'll try to understand what was the economic crisis, what was the situation of economy during the Weimar Republic period or after the World War I. So basically we all know that after the World War I, the country who got defeated, they suffered a lot, and basically all the countries that targeted Germany for instigating the war, and for the loss that occurred in the war. So they targeted Germany for that, and finally economic crisis started. And we need to understand here that because of the war, economic crisis was there, and the Germany was asked to give their gold as a compensation to the victorious country. But later on it refused, and it gave some loans, some gold as a loan, but to say compensation, but after that it refused to give, and this is why French got control over its important territory. That was the cold treaty. Again, we have to understand that economic crisis occurred, and all over the Germany, people were dying because of hunger. They were not having much food to eat, and complete economic crisis was there all over the Germany. And at the same time, we need to understand here the prices was shooting up, and the people were not able to purchase. The purchasing power of people became very less. They are not able to purchase. And here, what important thing happened was the hyperinflation. So we need to understand the hyperinflation. So it occurred in Germany after the World War I. So we need to understand here hyperinflation was very, you can say, crucial thing that happened in Germany, and ultimately led to led to emergence of another situation that gave birth to the rise of Hitler. So we'll try to understand finally that how the Hitler emerged to power. So here the connectivity is quite clear. First of all, the war was started, World War First started. In the World War First, the monarchy ended, and after the fall of monarchy, Weimar Republic came to power in Germany. And when Weimar Republic came to power in Germany, because the war was now over, it took the responsibility for the defeat as well as for other things also. And finally, all the countries targeted the government of Germany, and Weimar Republic was the government at the time, so it gave the compensation to other countries. And because of that, it lost almost very valuable things from the Germany, and that is why people became unsatisfied with the Weimar Republic. But as there was no option, because no other government was there, no other alternative was there, so that is why Weimar Republic remained there as a government. Till the another person came to the scene, that was Hitler. So now we are discussing about the Weimar Republic. So basically, Weimar Republic, it emerged and it crushed all its opponents, and finally it became victorious. But what exactly happened in this regime? That country was under the economic debt or economic crisis. And after that, one more incident happened. What was that? That was the hyperinflation. So here we need to understand hyperinflation. What was the hyperinflation? Look, we need to understand here that the people are dying, the people are suffering. As a result, the government had no choice but to print more and more currencies. So government started printing more and more currencies. So as a result, what exactly happened? When more currencies came in market, the people became almost rich by putting all their money in their pocket. I mean to say here, all of the German people, they got money. They got German franc, German mark, and now people were very happy because they got the money. But at the same time, as they had the money, they started demanding, but supply was less. So there was mismatch in supply and demand. So as a result, what exactly happened? The price shooted up, and at the same time, you can say the problem started. The problem that occurred at the time, it was termed as hyperinflation. We need to understand here that the bullock that was full of German mark, it was almost equivalent to one loaf of bread. I mean to say, by using a bullock cart that was full of German money, that was full of German currency, it was used in exchange of one loaf of bread. So you can see that how the value of money declined, how much the value of money declined, and how the price of the product shooted up or it went up. So we need to understand here the value of the German money completely declined. As a result, what happened? The country was in the completely economic crunch, or hyperinflation occurred in that country. So already the country was under the burden of loan, under the burden of compensation, and here we saw the hyperinflation occurred. So people started crying, they started dying one by one, and the country was completely bankrupt. So that was the situation that occurred inside that was a situation that occurred in the Germany. But here Americans came into limelight, and Americans had some sympathy in this war, because they somehow thought that because we entered in the First World War, and because of that German lost the war. So somehow they had some soft corners towards the German people, and finally Americans decided to support Germany in this crisis. So America came with a new type of plan to bail out the Germany from the economic crisis, and that plan was termed as the Davos Plan. So Davos Plan was launched by America, and according to that plan, much money was given, or financial aid was given to Germany, as well as most of the compensation or the loan was waived off. So as a result, Germany got some relief with the help of America under the Davos Plan. So we need to understand here. So this is how Germany got some benefit, and finally the Germany was over. Germany came out from the economic crisis, but still problem was there, and it was not possible to solve all the problems. Problem is still there. Unemployment was very severe in that country. Employment was there, and condition was not very good. And moreover, it was now under the influence of America. It was following the American policy. So basically, the thing was very disturbed. And in that particular time, we will discuss that what exactly was there in the Weimar Republic. Moreover, we need to understand here that how the economic crisis further expanded, and we try to understand what was the inherent demerits of the Weimar Republic. So we'll discuss in the upcoming videos. So this is all about this topic. Thank you so much.